Gonna be honest though, I haven't really looked at the questions much.
Some veteran questions.
Oh, yay.
Like that? Okay. Do I put my arms up here?
No,
It
no,
doesn't.
you can't see your arms.
They're not really.
Okay. Cool.
And
And
it's
am
fine.
I looking at myself?
You can look at the
Or-
camera, you can look at me, down, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I think it's a really important service that the FYLs provide for the freshmen. It's a hard transition, and so I'm excited to help out with that process. A little nervous because I've heard there's a little bit of learning curve with getting the students engaged.
I guess right now I'm really anxious, I really want to get started and teach, and I'm kind of nervous because I've never really taught by myself. So with a class of 30 students, I've always done small groups. So and I'm also really excited. So I really want to get out there and start helping incoming freshmen.
So I feel pretty lucky because this is a really great opportunity to help people who, don't really know kind of the workings of the university yet, and it's really nice to be able to be there for somebody knowing that they can use you as a reference. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity.
I was scared. It was very anxiety-inducing. I was very nervous about how it would turn out, about how my freshman would be. But once I got there, it was very exciting. They warmed up to me right away, and I warmed up to them.
I was really excited about meeting all of the students in my class, and I was also really nervous. I remember before the class I practiced my intro about 30 times because I was worried I was going to mess up when I was introducing myself, and I did. I definitely stumbled on my words, but after the first 10 minutes of being in that class and kind of getting a feel for who my students were and what their majors and interests were, I realized that it wasn't as scary as I had anticipated, and I was really excited about starting this semester.
So I'm definitely looking forward to getting to know my class individually, one-on-one, having those outside discussions with them outside of the classroom, and being able to support them whenever they need me to.
I'm looking forward to seeing all the people that I'll have in my class and sharing all the advice that I've gathered throughout my college career. Hopefully, since they have no experience with college, hopefully my advice will benefit them.
I'm definitely nervous about that first day. I'm definitely nervous about when the students won't speak up in class and they're they're a little unresponsive. But I've heard candy is a good motivator, so.
My FYL experience definitely exceeded my expectations. I was not expecting to connect with my students the way I did, and the lasting connections that we made.
It definitely exceeded my expectations because I got to know so many of the students in my class through our one-on-ones. I didn't really expect to connect with as many of them the way I did, and there was so much diversity in that classroom. They all had different interests. They were just really great students, and I had so much fun being their FYL.
I expect nothing to go the way I planned it to go. You have an idea for these kinds of things, and I have a plan, I'm gonna walk in and do this, and I know it's not gonna go the way I planned it to, so, there's an element of nervousness in that, but there's also, that kind of excitement, we'll see where things lead.
Yeah, at first, I expect them to be not as talkative just because it's, just a new thing. It's, probably one of their first classes they'll take. But I'm hoping that as we get through this semester and as we do more of the one-on-ones and as they get to know each other, that we're going to be a little family and be able to share all of our experiences and be able to learn from each other.
I honestly was surprised at how mature a lot of my students were. I think in the training a lot of the emphasis was on about how they'll still be high schoolers for the first few months, which is definitely true. But for a lot of them, especially those who commuted to campus, those who came in with almost half their credits already from community college, it was nice to be on more of a level footing with them. And with those people specifically, I forged friendships and I still talk to them to this day.
I wasn't expecting to bond with the students that I have bonded with. My class was very diverse, and the type of people that I was able to connect with really surprised me because they were not the type of connections that I would be able to make outside of the classroom.
I really liked my FYL in my freshman year. She was a great role model, and she was like the top tier UTD student, like the epitome of a good student. She had all the same interests that I did, and she was so passionate about her causes and so encouraging to students like me who were looking up to her. And I think she just really talked up the FYL program, and I decided that I wanted to be a part of it because of her.
What inspired me to be a FYL was actually my own FYL. So her name was Natalie, and I came in with the same mindset that I'm sure a lot of freshmen come in with, which is that, you know, it's an hour of more time spent on campus, and I didn't think it'd be as amazing as it actually was. And I think part of that reason was because my FYL was so helpful in letting me know all the different resources on campus, places I could go to get help with like specific problems, and she was really a great person to have around because she definitely helped clear up a lot of things. Like, I didn't even know where to look for my grades for like midterms and stuff, so she showed me that and a bunch of other things, so she was pretty great, and hopefully I get a chance to be as helpful as she was.
Don't underestimate anything, and you will stay ahead of everything. Because honestly, if you stay ahead of the game on everything and you don't think everything's too easy, then there'll be times when you will thank yourself that, oh, I'm glad I studied this a little extra, I'm glad I worked harder for this. Because in the end, that's what you really gain from it all, that feeling of accomplishment.
Start slow. Yeah, too many freshmen, especially pre-meds, like myself now, have this tendency when they go in, they want to do everything. They want to join all the organizations, they want to take 18 hours, and I think just starting slow and getting used to college before you take more on, I think is key to success.
The first thing would be don't procrastinate. Make sure you get your stuff done in time. Don't be stressed out. There's like a huge support system at UTD, and if I can't help you, there's a lot of professors who will help you, or your friends will help you. Just play, have fun, take breaks, and just try to like live your experience. Just live it to the most you can.
My advice for new FYLs is that for them to be positive, I feel like it's really easy to feel down whenever your students aren't open with you or engaging in your activities, but as long as you stay positive and try to engage with them, that they'll eventually open up to you, and the connections that you made through your efforts would be worth it.
Always plan for about twice the time you have, because a lot of the times the activities you plan just plain won't work. They just won't jive with your class the way that you hope they will. So having a backup plan is great. Something that if the activity you had was very high energy and it's not flying, have something a little more low key, and vice versa. If you have something slow, have something high energy planned. Just be adaptable is what I would say.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask for like any resources, because there's so much stuff available with like activities and just advice from old FYLs, like what to do if some of your students don't really want to engage or talk to people in the class, icebreakers, anything. Like, there's going to be so much advice. All you have to do is ask, and there are so many people who want to help.
Hi, veteran FYLs and new FYLs and executive FYLs and the TA. You've made it. You've gone through training. You went through a really rough selection process. You took 2 classes and you're here. We're about to start the academic year and you are going to be working as FYLs. Congratulations. I'm looking forward to working with you, and remember, have fun.